Hello and welcome back to the Misfits Podcast, rated 5 stars on iTunes by Quran Eater. My girlfriend isn't giving me the sucky. Don't you hate it?
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, that's literally it.
Okay.
Break up with her?
Cry for help.
Break up with her?
You would break up with a woman if she didn't
Yes.
give you sucky?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm horny.
But what if she offered other favors?
Nah.
Nah?
No, my cock and balls suck.
Fair enough. We're joined here today by our co-host, McCreamy,
How's it going, everyone?
Mason,
Fuck's going on?
and that's it for our co-hosts. But we have a special guest here today by the name of Chad. Anything for views.
Hello.
Give him a warm
Hi,
welcome.
Chad.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's taken this long and I get here and Fitz isn't here, so.
Yeah, Fitz would have made it, but he leaves for New Zealand tomorrow. He's going back home for happy holidays, Christmas and that shit. So he'll be there for like next week, 2 weeks. So he couldn't make it today.
I fucking hate Christmas.
Yeah, me
Why?
too.
What's wrong with Christmas?
It's just so boring, man. Like,
You're a bit of a Grinch.
I am a little bit of a Grinch. I only like the food.
We still have that picture of you covered in green paint with that sign that said 10,000 likes and I won't ruin Christmas. Do you remember that?
I do. I
Yeah.
do.
That was a good look.
I didn't get to ruin Christmas that year, but this
No.
year might be different.
That's
Yeah.
true. This could very well be different.
Might just go rob a house.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Like, are you serious, or?
I really wouldn't. I feel like you'd do it just for the fucking meme. I hate the idea of gift giving.
Yeah?
Really?
I fucking hate it.
Didn't you get us a gift?
I brought a gift. Like, Strub said to bring one gift, and I just brought...
Strub, can you bring the gift?
Is it meant
Bring
for
it over
everyone,
here.
or is it, like...
I have no idea.
Now, I don't actually know why you got him to bring a gift.
Why?
Why did you get him to bring a gift? It was
You just
funny.
made me...
Just did it for no reason?
I just bought a bottle of grog for the office.
Oh,
Okay.
amazing.
It's my favorite whiskey, so I brought a bottle, and I figured if we were drinking it, doesn't have to be open today, but it's a nice bottle.
enough.
I've drank like 2 of those already, so I quite like it.
Cool. Well, for this podcast, we're going to be sipping on some grog.
Yeah.
Chad is the host of Cold One. Are you okay?
I
saw
don't
you
like
gag.
VB, man.
Just saw you
Tastes
gag.
like bread.
Smells like my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He abuses me.
All right.
Abused. Plural.
Okay. Plural. Very nice. You're the host of the Cold Ones podcast, which is notorious for getting a bunch of content creators on and getting them fucked up.
Yeah, that show sucks.
I was on, Mason was on, Fitz was on.
Mason's unreleased
Jay, were you
episode.
on
I
yet?
haven't been on yet.
Oh, he's got to get on here.
JB like, I don't leave the house. I make Fortnite vids.
Me?
JB like, maybe I'll leave the house.
Maybe. Probably not.
What? Can't at least get out of his fucking house.
You live
Shut up, cunt.
you live 6 minutes away from me, dog.
I do.
You have no excuse. Take a walk with Anna. Come hang.
You guys
Yep.
should experience like group fucking. How long have you been in a relationship for?
Almost, like, just over a year.
Would you consider it?
No.
You guys are so boring. I'm seeing a girl
That's
at the moment.
selfish, dude.
Is it?
I'm seeing a girl at the moment. We're thinking about it.
You're thinking about
Group
it?
like having an orgy.
Well, not an orgy. So we have a deal because she's bisexual. I'm allowed to have sex with other girls, and she's allowed to have sex with other girls. And I was like, why don't we bring another girl into the mix, and I'll let you guys do your thing. I'll play WoW.
Okay, that's all fine and all, but when do you, like, what happens if you bring another guy into the mix?
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, no.
She might start asking questions.
She's made it very clear that she's not interested in other guys, but she's only interested in other girls, which I'm fine with.
Okay.
Because think about it. If you had a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, and she cheated on you with another guy, you'd be upset, right?
Yeah.
Because you feel like
Yeah.
you couldn't give what that other guy could. But if it's a girl and she has sex with another girl, it doesn't bother me because a girl has something that I don't have.
A pussy.
Yeah, not just a pussy. There's a lot of other aspects to being a
Titties?
female. Titties, everything. The touch of a woman. Women are completely different chemically and everything. So,
I don't know about chemically.
whatever. They're different species, man.
They ain't
They're
got no
aliens.
dick.
Yeah, they're aliens.
They're
I
aliens.
can agree on that.
So I don't care if she goes and fucks another chick, but she was like, "Can I fuck another guy?" I was like, "No, I don't think you can." She's Jewish.
Oh, what does that have to do with anything?
Does that mean she's like a Jehovah's Witness?
No, that is not what a Jew is. A Jew's someone that budgets.
Yeah.
So does she do your budgeting and stuff?
No, she's really bad with money, surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not working out too well then.
holy shit.
Jew's not good with money.
Jews are good with money.
Ah.
They're meant to be.
But she isn't.
No.
You might have to get rid of her.
I think I will. Let's see how this one lasts. How many times have you guys have I introduced like a girl to you guys?
Fuck, like
Five.
Five times.
Yeah.
5 times.
This year.
I always think I'm in love. I'm like, I meet this girl, I'm like, I love her, and then like a month into it, I'm like, no, I don't think I do.
How long have you been with this current?
The girl I was with before her was also a Jew, just coincidentally enough.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck,
attractive.
Chad loves the Jews.
It's
Yeah,
no, I
dude.
did,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
shit, like a month now.
Wow.
Nice. So it's getting to that point where you're like, oh, I'm kind of ready to.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna be honest. She doesn't watch any YouTube, but I'm sitting there like, will this work? Because if there's like the tiniest fucking thing wrong, I'll like dwell on it. Like, fuck, she snores, and I'll get really angry about that.
Really?
And I'll
Really?
think about- no, I'm not like something that's minor, but like there'll be
Right.
Just
something
tell
she
her to
does.
stop snoring.
Well, beggars can't be choosers, Chad.
I'm definitely not a beggar. I get pussy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know how. These women are all
You
like,
pay for it.
oh yeah, so I do that as well. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Nothing's wrong with that at all.
I just figured. Why are we going into this? Can we get off this topic?
Absolutely.
Wait, let
So-
me clarify that real quick though. If I take a girl on a date, it costs like $250.
Yeah.
With the sole intention of getting laid.
Is that really the sole intention?
Absolutely, I'm not spending $250 on a date if I'm not getting laid.
Not even just to have a good night with somebody and, just
Like that's a
bond?
bonus, but sex is the main goal. I have needs.
Is it really?
Yeah, I have needs.
Okay.
And if I don't get that, that's a waste of $250, kind of.
Yeah.
I know a place for $175 for 1 hour that I can go for just get whatever I want. So, and I could leave afterwards, and they have a shower there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very clean. Very clean.
So that's just my logic behind it.
For
Okay.
the audio listeners, this podcast is going to be true to form to Chad's usual podcasting antics. We are here drinking. We got some VB long necks. Chad has a bottle of Chivas.
No, shivers.
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 Is it really called
Timbers.
Shivers?
Yeah, shivers.
Shivers Regal.
Shivers me timbers.
I already said that.
Oh shit.
You stole my joke.
Oh fuck. Well, I'm
That's
deaf.
okay.
So
Did you
I'm
want to?
sorry.
Did you want to crack that open and pour a couple
I-
shots?
Yeah, let's have a
Oh,
shot, dude.
Let's
no,
have a
you
shot.
don't- You can't have shots of shivers.
Then,
You get, it's
then
gonna
how
be
about
mixed
the
with
other
Coke.
one?
I'm down for a
black
shot,
label?
boys.
Yeah, the black label.
Yeah, the black label.
Yeah, the one you threw up drinking last time.
You sure this is gonna bring back some memories? Is there no other alcohol in here?
No.
Yeah, give us some Canadian clubs. We'll wash it down. Whiskey on whiskey. All right, I'll pour some shots.
All right.
Why are
easy.
you getting us more drinks, cunt?
Dude, we're not even through the fucking
We've got
VBs,
a VB that's
Mitchell.
like 2 liters,
All right.
Well,
right?
you can nurse the VBs on the side, man.
All right, cool.
I recommend you don't even finish them.
700. It's like 0.75 liters.
Cunts drink that in the morning
Yeah, my abusive
for like
father.
for breakfast. Fuck
Jesus, dude.
Why are you pouring me a shot? I'll vomit.
That's fine. It's
All
fine.
Are we actually pouring shots?
Yeah.
We'll have a little shot.
All right, let's just hope I don't vomit again.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't vomit.
I'll try not to. I just had Nando's, so.
Oh, that
I
nano.
had Nando's too for lunch.
Oh.
Yummy.
I wonder if I could do this through the fucking mask.
You may have
Give it
to
a
pull
try.
the mask down. I don't think you would not be able to shut it through. You're gonna
Yeah,
have to
you
pull the mask
can.
down.
Do it. You got this, cunt.
No, it's gonna sink into it. And you're gonna be smelling it the whole podcast.
True.
Pull it down. Blur his
vomit.
face.
Don't. No. Mason
right,
just said he's
cheers.
gonna
Ready?
vomit.
Cheers.
3, 2, 1.
Ah, fuck. Oh,
Chase it with this.
you better not.
Don't do it.
You
Don't,
better
don't you
fucking
vomit,
not.
dog.
You better fucking not.
Oh, I
That's
hate
fucking
that.
gross,
Very
man.
good. All right, Chad.
Anyways, all right. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your origins.
The origins, man.
I mean,
What are
without
they?
going into too much detail, I made friends with a retard
Hmm.
online through Dabbler.
Hoops? Hoops retard who?
Yeah,
Max Mofo.
Oh.
We all know Max.
yeah.
Maxi boy.
Shout
Maximilians.
out to Max. You guys gonna have to try get him down here one day.
Yeah,
See, Max
dude.
is like you though. He doesn't,
Doesn't leave his
fucking leave his house. He's got his girlfriend. He's got his dog. He's like,
I don't have a dog.
well, you live. The point is, you're so comforted in your like domestic lifestyle that you're like, Get drunk? No, I don't think I will. I'd rather stay in and watch movies.
Yeah, he still gets drunk.
That's probably a bad
Jay
thing.
gets Jay gets drunk the most, if anything.
Jay's the happiest drunk. He's probably the best drunk out of all the Misfits.
Closed in alcoholic Andy.
No.
No, not an
Yeah.
alcoholic. He's a social drinker.
Social drinker.
That's what my dad called it too.
Okay, buddy.
But I met Max.
Yeah,
And-
you met Max.
How many years ago was this?
That was in 2011. So
Wow.
what year is it now? So it's 2019.
Yes.
What's 2020?
Right.
So it was 9 years ago.
Holy
Far out.
shit.
Fuck.
Flew to Perth. Met him once.
Yeah.
Went back there to study. I never had any intentions of pursuing YouTube. I wanted to be a
Yeah.
streamer. I was a fucking good streamer. But then shit happens, and you got to take the alternative route of doing YouTube stuff.
What had happened? Did you want to get into that at all?
I said the N word. Let it go, man.
No, I'm
It's
fine
been
with it.
2 years.
I've let it go completely. But,
well, fuck the
has it
internet.
really been 2 years since you said the N word on Twitch and got banned?
I didn't say it on Twitch. I said on YouTube.
Oh, that's true. And Twitch just banned you.
I remember when they were doing my
Yeah.
case after
Fuck.
a year of a follow-up. I did a year follow-up. They're like, here's all the instances you've said the N-word. I'm like, they brought up a video from 2011. And I'm like, it was funny then. And it was still funny when I said it. It was just in that transition where it was it's kind of too edgy now.
Wasn't the way that you said it that
It was
got
horrible.
you banned? Wasn't it literally just somebody donated with Keemstar, Daniel Keem, saying, from the Alex video?
I
where he
won't
says
go
the
into
N-word.
exactly the context of that clip, but it was a bad joke. And I was
Sure.
in my head, it sounded funny. And then I said it, and I was like, that was not funny. That sucked.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Well, that's
Sorry
one of the
about
that's one of the perils with the medium, dude. With Twitch and live streaming, it's one of those things where you need to be very, very conscious about what you say. Otherwise, you'll just be crucified.
Yeah.
It's because everything's live. There's no cuts.
Yeah.
And here, you could say, we can cut it.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
But
Wow, I thought this was straight. That freaked me out.
yeah, right. Well, you didn't hear.
was like,
you didn't hear
shit.
it bleeped.
my Fortnite referral code, no. Yeah, but now it was during that transitional period where shit like that is just no go on the internet because it's just
Yeah.
overrun by PC fucking retards with
Well,
front fringes.
The culture's kind of shift. I mean, you were known. Obviously, a lot of the people recognize you from those old videos that Max, put
Yeah.
out with you, Max, iDubbbz, and
George.
and, George.
Yeah.
All Vomit Twister and Hair Cake and Human
Yeah.
Cake.
Vomit Twister.
All of those, practically.
Not Vomit Twister.
Oh yeah, Deadly
Yeah.
Twister.
That's it, yeah.
Deadly Twister.
Vomit Twister
what
is,
you
for
wanted to do,
those who
right?
don't know, Vomit Twister is my concept that I made up.
Yeah, and when are you gonna do it, bro? We said we'd help you with it.
Bro, I need a license, man. I can't drive.
What's driving
you
is
don't need to
We need
drive.
equipment.
we
have
have
equipment.
slaves.
We need a tarp, four
Yeah.
four
That's
tubs
easy,
of
man.
milk.
All you got to do is get Chris to go to Bunnings and ShopRite and pick that shit up.
You have literal slaves on payroll to do that for you, make it easier.
Yeah.
You just got to do it. But yeah, you guys were doing the those kind of shock, very edgy, just insanely extreme videos for
It
the
was
longest
just
time.
there was a lot of jokes as well that would say between us that would transition to videos that are just one-liners
Yeah.
that are without context are just extremely offensive.
Oh, sure.
So that was just another thing that was still running through my head at the time because after that clip happened, it was kind of fresh off the fucking whole YouTube bandwagon. I think it was my first year of successful streaming.
Yeah.
And I fucking love streaming. I really did.
Yeah.
To this day, I'd say it's still my bread and butter. And even when it comes to helping other people set up their streams or still me just wanting to stream, it just sucks that the only website that's good for it is Twitch. It's just fucking poorly run.
Yeah, there's a lot of internal issues. People have been bringing up a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Alinity is always like that.
Alinity is a whore.
I have no comment on that. Absolutely. I don't know for sure whether or not she is a whore.
Alinity is definitely a whore.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
No, dude. Well, she gets away with a lot of shit that she shouldn't be getting away with.
Yeah, throwing
You know,
cats over her head and
Yeah.
shit.
There's
yeah.
a lot of instances.
wait,
on-
didn't she say the N-word and get not banned?
I have no idea.
She did. Fucking whore. Go on, sorry.
There's just a lot of instances. There's a lot of instances of favoritism on that platform. I think which makes it very hard for people to be, what's the word? For people to want to defend Twitch. It's becoming increasingly hard to defend Twitch when their mod team is so separate from everything else, and there's no communication whatsoever.
Well, I can understand the favoritism part. Like, obviously, you're going to favor someone over some low-end streamer with 2 viewers,
100%.
and you're going to put more time into helping someone else that actually makes the platform money. But when it's just completely one-sided and you're clearly showing favoritism towards a specific streamer, that's when it gets kind of bad. And I don't know if
multiple
it's
occasions.
And if you target other ones, not even favoritism of one, but like, I'm going to go out of my way to watch, this guy's stream so that whenever he fucks up for whatever, I'll ban him.
Yeah. That was the case with me. I was like literally getting picked up every week from our partnership manager just for the dumbest things. I remember I got a 3-day ban for doxing, and it was me on a call with a friend saying 123 like doxing guys, this is address 123 Fake Street, like completely like a joke, but
a total meme.
A total meme, but their justification for it was we don't like condoning doxing and stuff like that. I'm like, it is clearly a joke. He's like, nah, we don't condone it. It's not even in a kidding way. I'm like, all right, that's fine. And the other one was I was wearing briefs, like boxer briefs, no dick hole in them or anything, but it was a hot day. I lived in Perth.
Sure.
And I was at my computer in a chair, and I was in boxer briefs that were literally the same height as these, like the same as the pants I was wearing. And they literally said to me, you can't wear boxer shorts on stream. I'm like, what? You got bitches with camel toes on that website. Like, me wearing my boxer shorts with my little bulge is a problem?
The bulge was definitely the problem.
There was no bulge. My dick is too small to show a bulge.
We know. We've seen your cock many times.
Yeah, there's a clip of it.
Yeah. You want to take your cock out right now?
No, let's not take
let's like something a little bit groggier.
All right.
Haven't you been banned?
I've been banned like 4 times.
4 times?
Yeah.
Oh, can you go through the list?
One, because Twitch thought I was 13.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember that.
2, someone for 2 more extra bans was like people screaming the M word.
Right.
Yeah.
So not even your fault.
Yeah, and 3 was for...
You said fag, right?
Yeah.
You called someone a fag.
Yeah, I called someone a fag.
Not even on your stream. You called someone a fag on Kobe's, and you weren't even streaming.
Yeah, I wasn't even streaming. I still got banned for it.
Did you know he was streaming?
Huh?
Did you know he was streaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's rough, dude. I've never been banned, but I feel like my time is near. I consistently ride this tightrope whenever I stream, and I make jokes that really ride the line. But I don't know. Maybe staff like me. I don't know.
Well, I've come to realize that it's actually like who your partnership manager is. If you've got a good partnership manager at Twitch, they will go above and beyond to defend you. And my partnership manager...
I don't think I've ever spoken to my partnership manager. No.
Maybe he has a secret admiring for you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I think it's a woman.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Now we're talking about biasism. She finds you sexy.
The only reason I realized that I had a partner manager was because Carson and Cooper, C-Scoop, they were... I believe in LA, and they went out to a dinner, and there was someone there that was from Twitch that they were meeting with, and someone was like, "Hi, yeah, I'm Swagger Souls' partner manager," and they were like, "Oh yeah, we met your partner manager," and I was like, "I've never spoken to her. I've never spoken to her before." I was like, "Should I?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, she's your partner manager," and
I
never
don't even
got
know what
around
a
to
partner manager is.
Neither. I don't know. Do I really need one?
Yeah, it's the person you go to if you have any problems, and they help you out.
Oh, yeah.
You just haven't had any problems yet.
I should probably open a line of communication for when I inevitably get banned, because I'm trying to keep my act straight.
At least get into a conversation with them, let her know, like, hey, if I ever say something, no, it's not serious, and then that way she can use that to defend it. Do you stream?
No.
Why?
Lazy. Actually, it's more like I just get performance anxiety.
Yeah, I get that. I was like that when I started streaming originally. I was like, am I good at this? Did I say something that's going to get me banned? That was another thing that fucked me mentally. Like, ending each stream, like, am I going to lose my income for the rest of the month because I said something that could be perceived as edgy? And it was really weird because there was a lot of things I did where I was like, I can get in trouble for that. I never did. And that was the smallest things they'd pick up on. Like, they're intentionally trying to target me. And I know that some staff members had it out for me. And my partnership manager at the time, who I'm not going to say his name, but he's a really good guy, and he looked out for me until the point where he was
I know who you're talking about.
he was literally like, I think it just got to the point where he was like, because he's very PC. We've all met him. And I think it just got to the point where he was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't defend you to these higher ups because, like, A, he didn't understand it because he's very PC.
Yeah.
And B, you know, that I think it was just weighing in on him as well. So, like, that was another reason. But, like, I know a handful of staff members that fucking hated me, like, to the core for things that I had said and done, not only to other staff members, but other streamers. And if you piss off other streamers and their partnership managers, they'll go out of their way to, like, ban you. They just had a hate for me.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. But fuck them. I'm doing good now.
Well, every kind of company has a bureaucracy and, like, red tape and shit.
It's just because they're a young company as well.
Well, not really. I mean, they're owned by Amazon.
No, I mean, like, the company itself, the sub-company, like, Twitch is very new. All their employees are very young.
Haven't they been around since 2010?
That's not a long time. 9 years isn't a long time.
I guess it's not in terms of companies. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have kinks to iron out, but most websites do.
I remember as well, like, if you want to get a job there, like, at the time when I was thinking about doing it and quitting streaming, it was like, I remember I used to speak to someone that used to work at Twitch and, like, do you want a job as partnerships? And I was like, okay, what are the qualifications? Well, like, nothing. Like, they were just
That makes sense.
yeah, they were just, I don't know if it's still like that, but I remember, like, I was like, do I want to go work at Twitch? And, like, just, that'd be awesome. I remember at one point I was like, that'd be a sweet job. And I was thinking about moving out to San Francisco for it. And
Damn.
I had spoken to a couple people out and, like, yeah, you can work here, you can have a job. Like, we'd recommend you. And I just never did it because I was like, it just sounds too complicated.
It's fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, egg.
Ham.
What about you guys? How you guys doing?
I'm doing very well.
I'm doing good too. Yeah.
I've been streaming.
You've been streaming?
I streamed today, yeah. One thing that I had to stop doing while I was streaming was I would literally take my bong upstairs and rip it into the microphone and then be like, oh yeah. And it would be, and I'd put the gain to max and rip the bong 3-4 times, and then I would continue streaming. And that's never been an issue. Every single time I do it, I'd say, well, I'm in LA.
Yeah.
Because I was in LA.
Yeah.
Every single time that I did that. But now what I do is I just drink a lot of water. I'm going to go for some water.
Shut up, bro. You're definitely hitting that bong still.
It is just really, really good water. And I get really hydrated.
That'll be the thing that
awesome.
gets you banned, man. Doing bongs out of all things.
Dude, no way. If I got banned on Twitch for ripping a bong or alluding to ripping a bong or being high, then that's bullshit.
I got a warning for making like fake like weed references. Like I said, I kept going off screen to smoke weed, and I was smoking a cigarette, and they're like, "You can't do that. It's illegal." I'm like,
well, all I have to do
Yeah.
is say that you're currently in LA.
yeah, but it's
which
the
I
point
was
is,
every
it
time.
sucks getting in the conversation with them like, "Oh, you're in trouble for this," and you have to explain. I'm like, "No, like I'm not smoking weed. That's
It was
a
a
joke.
joke.
It's a joke. It's very clearly a joke. Have a brain cell." What about you, Mason?
What have I been doing?
You're being awfully quiet over there, bro. Spit it out.
I'm
Say
pissed,
something.
man. I've had a drink. I'm fucked.
You've had half a little long neck.
I've had a shot, a whole drink, and some VB, mate. I'm feeling pretty tipsy.
Hey, come on, man.
What? Don't waste that. You've wasted it.
Mouthfuls, man.
You've wasted it.
It's
What
crazy,
about you,
it's crazy
Jay?
to think how fragile our careers are.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, they're really in like just other people's hands, and it's scary to think about.
I don't know, man.
It could all go in.
I
an
mean,
instant.
Susan Wojfucky ain't looking too good right now.
Susan Wojcicki.
See the new policy about
What's
the
wrong?
bullying?
The bullying one.
That
That's
was weird, dude. They fucking took down Ian's content cop
Yeah.
on Leafy, which
Yeah,
was
that
a
was-
fucking classic.
There was a heaps of videos got taken down. There was some Ethan Klein ones that got taken down.
I don't like this whole retroactive policy enforcement. I don't like that. Say I have a bunch of videos and I uploaded this year, and in 5 years they're like, "Oh yeah, no, this is now now we don't permit cursing in gaming videos."
Yeah.
and then you just take my entire channel down. This retroactive kind of enforcement of rules is silly.
I'm trying to think who it was. I can't remember whose channel it was, but it was the same thing. They had a video from like 5 years ago, and it got taken down for the new terms of service.
Did they get striked?
Yeah,
for that?
they got striked for it. They couldn't
so
upload for a certain amount of
bizarre.
time.
Do you know if Ian got striked?
I haven't asked him.
Well, he probably would have said it if he did get
Yeah.
struck.
Well, he didn't get strike because he only uploaded a couple days ago.
That's
but,
true.
But I know some people where like they already have a strike for something else, and if they get a video removed, it
Yeah,
adds
it
up
just-
to it. Yeah.
Fucks them over.
Yep.
That does suck.
I also believe that, like, did you see the hidden rating systems on YouTube videos? Did you guys ever look into
Was
that?
that from the
No.
Nerd City video that happened?
So it was only out for one day, but you could look on the code on the inspect element
Yeah.
on whatever YouTube page you wanted. And it'd have in the inspect element, it'd have what your rating is on the video. So there was ratings. There was G rating.
Right. So for
Really?
babies.
Kids,
So for
yeah.
babies.
It wasn't called G rating, but it was like essentially the G rating.
so
and
like
then there was
COPPA.
and then there was teen rating, which is like what all our videos
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then there
probably.
was X rating.
Holy
And-
shit.
Well,
Yeah.
X rating is instant age restricted, isn't it?
No, the X rating had nothing to do with age restriction. It was just like X rated.
Really?
And I remember our videos that were demonetized were still teen, but
Yeah.
if they had been demonetized after review, it had been given an X. So we worked out that if your video gets demonetized, don't submit it for a review because that will give it the X rating, and that X rating
Will just fuck it.
fucks it.
Dude, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know about going through that line of thinking because, there's no real evidence to do that.
We tested it on videos.
Really?
Like we uploaded videos and gave them the ratings, and we went through, and Nerd City did it as well. And you'd see whether or not they go into recommend, where they pop up when you search them and everything like that.
so if they just get
interesting.
demonetized, don't request a review.
Don't request review.
All right. Noted.
Just let it rot. Just let it rot, because that's another thing we figured. Because every single video that he submitted for review, if it was unlisted, it would always get reviewed by a human because it always get undemonetized.
Yeah.
But if it was up already and it had already been up, we think it cycles. Well, this is just a theory. We think it cycles back through the bot, and then it just gets demonetized automatically again. Because we've never ever had a video that's live and gotten demonetized when we've submitted for review. It's never been confirmed and get given ads back. It's always just been denied.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we think it's just put through the bot. But everything else that's unlisted, we always get green after review.
I can't wait for the day that YouTube finally goes to mature advertisers like, X-rated movies or R-rated, games or, anything violent or whatever for like adults and teens. And they start putting that onto the demonetized category. So
Well-
that way people that are creating content for adults and teenagers, aren't out of pocket.
Yeah.
You don't have to be this awkward
weird
in between.
because I see, like gaming channels and child-friendly
Yeah.
channels that have R-rated video games advertised on them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me.
Like GTA and stuff. It's a
Yeah,
massive one.
yeah. So it fucks me how the system works. I just think it's run by a bunch of boomers and they don't know what they're doing. Especially
Well-
Susan. Susan seems completely disconnected, and she always tweets about being a part of the community and knowing what's going on.
It's hard for me to attack her personally.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be kind of weird to attack her personally because she's the scapegoat. She's the CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she makes all this. She doesn't make all the decisions.
I think
And-
the problem isn't that she's a scapegoat. It's the fact that she puts up a front of like, "Hey, I'm here to listen. I'm here to take your advice." Blah 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 blah.
And then it's
she
not
fucking doesn't.
considered and yada yada.
And she makes these tweets and like, you're like, "Bitch, you even listening
It's
to
like
people?"
it's like the illusion of PR.
Yeah.
And I can see that would be insulting.
Mm.
I think more so the issue with YouTube and advertisers in general, and having advertisements and shit is that, after that whole first adpocalypse,
That
like
was
happened,
fucked.
like, it was really like the advertisers going like, all right, well, we don't want our ads being put on this fucking edgy, super extreme content.
Yeah.
And, we don't want to fund terrorists, like with the ISIS propaganda that had Coca-Cola ads running on it. I can understand all of that.
And I think as well, a lot of those companies, when they pulled out, it wasn't just like they gave a shit. Like, obviously, you'd give a shit on some cases.
Well, they
but-
had to give a shit for their PR.
Yeah, for their PR.
And
But
their
on top of
reputation.
that, when they come to pulling out, they're like, look at all these ads that are getting recognition from pulling out. I bet some of them didn't even look into the full search, like, pull out now so we get put in these news articles and we get free advertisement. Honda has pulled out. Like, not, I doubt they really gave a shit at all because advertisement's advertisement. But at the same time, I bet they were like, we're just pulling out because it's free, like, PR for our company.
Yeah, and then, I mean, they all fucking came back after like 3 months.
Yeah.
Pretty much, most of it's back. Whenever I get a demonetized video, it's still lower revenue for the video than normal, but it's still okay.
Yeah.
I can live with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find that it's better just not to even deal with the hassle of, unmonetizing, trying to submit it for appeal.
It's weird because there's actually keywords and stuff that are used. Like Nerd City did that massive thing on keywords that just automatically trigger.
Well, a keyword was how to basic. How to basic.
Really?
Channel, the keyword how to basic was on an automatic demonetized list.
Holy shit.
So now when we want to get videos demonetized, we put some of those keywords in it because we never want to go live with a monetized video because we don't want to be demonetized.
Yeah.
So we will legit delay a podcast. Like, obviously it's different for you guys because you guys have to have it out on a certain day.
Yeah.
But for us, we're like, fuck, we'll delay it by 3 days waiting for a review. Like, we legit, if we get denied, not that we've never been denied for a review ever, but we'll wait. Not that our ads are good, but
It's so inconvenient as well.
Yeah, it does put a massive hold, and it does put a fucking like throttle around content and what you can and can't do. And also just people like, I don't want to upload if this is the shit I have to deal with for some minuscule money. Thankfully, we'll have good business aspect. We can get sponsors like Gamer Subs.
Hey, this is sponsored by Gamersubs.gg. Use code Misfits for, what was it, 10%? 10% off?
It's like liquid heroin.
Oh, dude, meth.
It's the best.
Methamphetamine, except
So
it
good.
won't harm you. If anything, it'll give you electrolytes. It's keto friendly and no sugar, and it gives you energy.
I'll get the
Delicious.
check in the mail.
Yeah, be a gamer, dude. Be a gamer.
Be a gamer.
Come on, man, wake up. What's going on in that head, bro?
It's nothing, bro. It's just a monkey clapping cymbals, bro.
What video ideas you gonna do? We spoke on the podcast recently that we did with you that you want to do Rust videos with Max. Are you still down to do that?
Yeah, and I reckon we do that Nintendo 64 Mario Party one.
Yeah. When are you going back to do the gym? When was the last time you went to the gym?
Like 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Was that back in Geelong, or did you do it here?
Nah, Geelong.
So you can go back to Geelong for a
Yeah,
little
I
bit,
reckon
do
I'll
the
go
gym,
back to Geelong, hit the gym for a bit, and come back next weekend.
do some grinding, get some videos out.
Yeah.
You feeling motivated now that you've been going to the gym?
Yeah, I'm not really motivated to upload,
Yeah.
but I'm motivated to like start fighting and try and get into that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You can always make videos out of that, or it's whatever you want to do. But as long as you're feeling happy from going to the gym and exercising, that's also a good thing. I need to do that.
You should record your progress.
yeah, I am. I'm going to.
It's
Yeah.
a really good idea.
Have you got a camera and stuff to do that with?
I've got my new Samsung I bought
Yeah.
for live streaming, so that's all
Fuck
going to
yeah.
be set up soon.
I'm
That's
glad you're
fucking
doing
awesome.
that. I got all the parts for that as well, but you just use your phone data to start streaming.
I can't. I don't have a good plan. Telstra thing with Australian plans is they don't have data only plans.
Yeah,
And
it's weird.
Makes it so difficult to like do streaming and shit like that because you get like fuck all data.
You guys don't have any unlimited plans either.
We
Nah,
did.
we
Did.
did.
Mine is unlimited, but like I can't. If I want to change, like that
Yeah.
plan doesn't exist anymore. So like I got it, and
That's
I was very
fucked
few
up.
people that got it over the 2 or 3 day promotion they had. But they phased it out because they're like, it's costing us too much money. I don't know. They're retarded.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Australia is behind
So
only
far
in the
behind.
way of internet. It's really comparable. It's almost up to the standard of America.
I know
But
people in fucking like Mexico that are streaming from mud huts that have better internet than we do. Like that's not even a fucking meme. There's like streamers that are WoW streamers and they're literally in like, I don't say mud hut and they like their house is
you're
actually
talking
like
about Adobe.
Adobe. No, I'm thinking of someone else. Is there
no,
another guy?
it's called Adobe.
What's Adobe?
Adobe bricks. It's like clay.
It's mud hut.
Yeah, mud hut. It's made of Adobe.
Mud hut. It's like this, but looks shitty.
Yes.
And they have like fiber put to their house, but if you lean too hard on a wall, you can fucking fall through it.
Not true. But
Not true.
no.
It looks like it, okay?
Yeah, well, it's Adobe. It's really hard.
But there was another guy. There's a guy in Malta who's a WoW streamer, and like he lives in one of those places, like in his fucking parents' basement,
Really?
streaming WoW. Joker, the guy that got world first.
Oh, no way.
He lives in Malta, in some remote town in the middle of fucking nowhere, in just some like, what's it called? Adobe
Adobe
brick
hut.
den.
Premiere.
And it's got this Adobe Premiere. It's got this fucking little light box at the top, like a basement
Right.
light box. And he's streaming from that. He's like, yeah, I have 500 down, 500 up. I'm like, fuck this
That's
guy.
ridiculous.
Nah, dude, copper cables are lit over here.
Man,
Gotta love your copper transatlantic cable.
our government be like, we don't need internet for memes.
Bruh.
Come on, bro. Lighten up, man.
What do you mean, man? I'm about to beat your fucking head in.
You wouldn't do that. You love me too much.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
about that, Chad.
All right, next topic of interest. Come on, boys, spit it out. I know Fitz is in here with his big elongated legs, but we're gonna keep it flowing.
That's true.
Yeah, that's so true.
Dude, how long have we known each other? When was didn't we meet for the first time in what was it? It was at like that Twitch conference thing at PAX in 2017. Do you remember that?
What, here?
It was in Melbourne.
Oh, we went to that room and everyone was asking retarded questions about bits. Yeah,
yes.
I do remember. Is that where we first met?
That was where we first met.
I think I
That's
didn't
when
know it was
first
you.
saw you.
I don't think it was you.
No,
it was
you didn't know it was me. But remember, you reached into my bag and grabbed the honeycomb.
Oh yeah, I did.
That was from like one of the first podcasts.
That
Was that at the cafe?
It was not the cafe.
It was. We went to the cafe afterwards.
Did we?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. The cafe was either that day or later on.
Yeah.
But this was when we went to. I don't know if you were allowed in there. It was me, Fitz, Matt, Toby, Ryan, and Sam. Maybe I don't know if you were there, but it was like if you go into the PAX like convention center and you go upstairs, we were in like a meeting room for Twitch. I wasn't really a streamer, and I really wasn't supposed to be in there, but we were still there.
I remember Ryan was encouraging us, like, you need to go to this thing. I got there and we're in it for like 10 minutes, and some guy's like, you really need to add bit badges for one bit. And I was like, why am I here? And then I asked a legitimate question to them, and that their staff was retired. I don't know who they had on talking today, but I asked a legitimate question about clips. I was like, so what can we monetize clips? Because people are just re-uploading them on YouTube and making money. And then he's like, I don't know. Next bit question. And at that point, I was like, can I leave now?
Yeah.
Block Savage, 1776. I'm a Roblox streamer. Yeah. Where's the bathroom?
That's crack.
I asked that fucking question. Then they said, yeah, it's down the hall and to the right. I was like, okay, and I left.
Is that when
everyone followed me
that
out.
was you that left, yeah. And then like 3 people left after you, like, that's my cue.
Yep. You fucking just came out with us. That was a nice time first meeting.
That was cancer.
Yep. I think the first time I saw your penis was when you stuck it inside of that book, that joke book at Scuffed House. You remember that?
No, I don't think I was there for that.
You remember that, Mace?
Yeah, I do remember.
Where'd that book come from?
I have no idea. I don't even know where the fuck it is.
Picture book about worms or something.
It was
a cock picture book.
Yeah, where you put your cock in there.
You put your cock in it. So the first page was like the elephant's trunk was meant to be the cock.
Yeah, and like a worm coming out of an apple.
And then what is that? My cock, and I put my cock in. And I read the story. Oh, you loved it, bro. Don't act like that.
I remember having first seen like you just take your pants off and do the Fortnite L dance.
Take the L,
with your dick and nuts.
Experience.
And I was honestly repulsed. I was honestly like, holy shit, did this guy just get naked in front of me and wag his cock around? Now I'm so entirely desensitized to it, to the point where like I'm okay with people getting naked around me, where I just don't care.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
just doing the service.
Did us a favor.
It's, you know,
what about you?
Nothing's wrong.
You desensitized yet?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen your asshole that many times now, so.
Yeah.
Why is this a topic of interest?
I don't know.
Cock and balls.
Because you're just known, you're known for getting naked around us a lot.
It's like being naked.
Yeah, well, that's
like
fair.
being free in nature.
I'm not judging you.
Nature.
I'm not judging you at all. I don't think anybody's judging you.
I remember that first house, the old scuffed house where everyone lived
Rest
in.
in peace.
Oh, the fuck,
Big
I
ol'
missed
rip.
that house. We should have kept it.
Should have bought it.
That place was fucking.
Yeah, it was fucking
legitimately scuffed.
Didn't you live in it for a little while too?
Yeah, he did as well.
Yeah.
It got turned. It had no aircon, so during the hot day,
Fuck that,
you
dude.
would just die.
Fuck that shit. I stayed there for like a week or a week and a half when we were in between Airbnbs, me and Matt, while we were still searching for a house here. Holy fuck! It was pretty intense. All I did was just sit on the fucking pull-out bed and play Red Dead Redemption 2, though.
and rot.
And ride, smoke weed, and play Red Dead, and just be okay.
I remember when you were in that tiny room with Anna,
Yeah,
and every time
literally.
I'd go up there to talk to you guys, I'd open the door and it'd be like walking into a sauna.
Bro, it was legit like 50 degrees minimum. in there.
Oh.
It was
Celsius.
fucking disgusting.
It was so bad.
I don't know how they lived. Where's Strub? Strub, how long did you guys have that house for? I can't see through the glass, man. There's bright lights in my face, fuckhead. I missed that house.
He's coming over.
1.5.
1.5 years.
I fucked on that couch so much.
What's that?
Neon sign Invention. Literally fucking eat shit and die, faggot.
All right, so the inside joke is that we got this neon sign for the podcast.
From the exact same company that we got ours from.
I didn't know that.
With the exact same font.
I didn't know that. Well, what do you mean the exact same font?
It's the same font.
Yeah, well, this is the Misfits font.
That's a pretty basic.
It's a basic font.
Yeah, so what? You don't pick on the font.
Eat shit and die. The sign sucks.
Well,
Get a new one.
Bruh,
Either you get a new one or we get a new one. We both can't have neon signs.
You got like a fucking little picture in yours though. That's fucking sick.
Why?
That's why this one sucks.
Yeah, I do recall you being a bit upset that we got a
Absolutely.
neon sign because
I
you
was
had just gotten your neon sign for Cold Ones, and you know you
I was
got
very
that
proud
sign
of it.
saying, "Wow, my podcast is going to be one of a kind. It's going to be unique. We have a beautiful neon sign on the wall. No one is doing it like us." And then
I walk in
Misfits
here
comes
one day.
along, gets a
Yeah.
neon sign, and then just shits all over Cold Ones.
So when's this one getting replaced?
I mean, you could punch it
know.
if you want. And
No,
you
I'm
just
not
break
breaking
one.
it. That shit's
You're gonna
expensive.
get some LED liquid on your hand if you do that.
It's not even real neon, so.
Yeah, that's what's disappointing. But real neon would suck for a podcast because it would
It's
just
too
go
bright.
like,
It's too bright.
not
And
even
it's too-
bright.
No,
it
it's
just
too
makes noise.
bright. We tested it.
It makes noise.
It also just looks like shit. This
Bruh,
looks nice, but fuck this sign. And fuck you, Strub. Eat shit and die, faggot. Can we bleep all the faggots?
We don't. No, we don't bleep faggot.
Wait, really? We don't?
I don't think so.
I think we
As
should.
if.
We only
probably
bleep the
should.
N word.
We'll get banned
I've
on
had a
Twitch.
cock in my mouth. I'm fine. I can
Wait,
say
are you
it.
serious? Wait, is that serious? Have you
Have
actually?
you actually had a cock in your mouth?
Like, can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Like, I
What
picked
happened?
Up on that.
I mean, I was
What's the
drunk one
story?
night and my friend was like, and stuck his cock in my mouth while I was passed out.
Wait, like, so it was and what's it?
It
called?
was rape.
I was raped.
It was rape.
But it was funny.
It was funny.
Was it?
Did you
Ew.
take? How did you know?
I woke up to it like in my mouth.
Wait, you woke up?
Why
what
wasn't
the
your first
fuck?
instinct to bite?
Yeah, isn't that a
Because like
thing?
I remember I was drunk and I remember them like fucking around with my lips and I thought they were using their fingers, but it was this cock, and I was like, "Fuck off!" And I thought they were shoving like where we were was like there was big long like bits of like grass.
We should skip this.
No, it's
I
funny.
don't like this.
It's funny.
It's pretty funny. honestly.
Anyway, he put the cock like this far in my mouth, and I woke up. I'm like, "Why is there a cock in my
How
mouth?"
far for the audio listeners? Like 2 centimeters?
Like, how much is that?
That's 3 centimeters.
3 centimeters in my mouth. That's not gay. I was raped. It's funny.
I wonder if it is.
Turns out he's gay now, though, so it's kind of even more funny.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
it's-
is that it?
Yeah.
Fuck, so it was gay on his end. but
Yeah,
not on
yeah.
yours.
Who would have thought that the guy who stuck his cock in your mouth was gay?
Yeah.
Oh, so you actually got raped.
Oh my god, I did.
Why didn't
Yeah.
you sue him
That's kind of
or
funny.
cancel him or something?
It's kind of funny. I don't care. I would have done the same thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If he was the one passed out and they said, "Chad, dip your balls in his mouth," I would have done it.
Dip your balls in his mouth.
I wouldn't have
That's
done
a funny
cock.
line.
Cock's gay. Balls is funny.
Yeah, balls are pretty neutral.
Yeah, cock is gay.
Yeah,
is
you
gay.
can't do
Yeah,
you
cock is
can't
gay.
you can't do anything with balls alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I like getting my balls sucked.
Yeah, but
Have you ever teabagged someone?
No, I'm really
have
like.
you?
No, but like, just imagining. It was
Have
funny.
you?
With bare nuts or just...
Bear nuts.
Nah, I haven't
No.
teabagged anyone.
No, I teabag. I think I have actually done it to Strub. Strub, have I teabagged you? Yeah, I have. I have teabagged
Okay,
Strub.
so he has had some teabagging
Yeah.
experience.
Damn.
I have
That's like the
teabagged them,
ultimate
man.
gamer move. Like you just
I did it
teabag
to him while
someone.
he was passed out too. Okay, none of this. This is gay.
Are
Can
you-
I get
why are
another
we
one of
so
these?
gay, bro? What the
Are
fuck?
you would you call yourself a gamer, Chad? You think you play a lot of games? What games have you been sinking the most amount of time into?
I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone lately, and a lot of
Hearthstone.
League. I just got platinum again in League. I'm going
Oh
for
yeah,
diamond.
I forgot you played League. I've been playing a lot of League too recently.
What rank you, bro?
Bro, I don't play ranked.
Can
So-
literally die.
So, Chad,
Is he handing questions?
you're a star in our upcoming 2 videos and our recent upload. You spelt it wrong. Do you have any? Finish the question.
What the fuck?
You're starring our upcoming 2 videos and our recent upload. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I can't remember half of them, to be honest. I'm always drunk.
Well, there was the one where you got naked and ran through the woods.
Oh, that was funny. Can I have another one of these?
You're a bit of a
please?
star, aren't you? A bit of a.
Well, I remember the Misfits party. Everyone was too fucked out of their mind to film anything. So I was like, I took initiative on that because I was sober that night.
Really?
You were not. You were
sober?
fucked up.
You were not sober.
I was sober enough.
You were not
Okay.
sorry.
I
You were
was
not
sober enough.
sober.
I was sober enough.
No.
Because my girlfriend at the time came to pick me up, and I was like, I need to stop drinking.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was a fun night.
And
That was a great night.
and no, I don't know. Like everyone, like you couldn't really film because you had your helmet off out the back because it was hot,
It was-
Yeah, it was fucked.
and that fucking retard was trying to take photos of everyone. Oh, thank you. God bless.
God bless America.
And then this next video is the TwitchCon vlog.
Yeah, we got the TwitchCon vlog.
I was fucked in that.
You put your POV from TwitchCon out on your channel, which was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yep, that did good. That got like 500k views.
Yeah, it was really good to see.
And then the Planet Trees one for Mr. Trees.
yeah,
Mr. Tree.
Mr.
Mr. Trees.
You
That
came
should be
camping
his
for
name,
that,
I
right?
reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, we all went camping. That was fun.
I remember-
It was a good old time.
I can't remember who come up. What group guys with us there? Carson?
It was Karsten, Schlatt, Travis, Noah, and Coop.
Coop. I think it was Coop. Coop came up one night and Blue and I was sleeping in the cabin for that. And he said he'd rather go sleep in the
That
swamp.
was Schlatt.
Was it Slat? He'd rather go sleep in the swamp down where you guys
Yeah,
were sleeping.
we
than
were
sleep
sleeping in a bog that was getting flooded. It was literally a
Dodged a
bog.
bullet with that. You really
I
did.
can't believe you didn't go.
I
You
sleep
should have fucking suffered with us.
Carson went in a hotel, the pussy
Yeah,
cunt.
yeah.
the fuck's
I
a
had to
bog?
do a fucking sponsored ad read.
Okay.
Oh, like you couldn't have done that on your phone, you
Well,
cunt.
we slept in the van though when we went camping last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like we had to.
We
sleep
had
on the-
asthma, like, we can't do anything
we
about
had to
that.
sleep on the ground. Like, bro, I'm not sleeping on the fucking ground.
Was the camping trip we just had recently more scuffed, or the one you
I
guys
would
did
say
before that?
I haven't even
The
seen
one
what
that we
happened,
the
but
one
I'd
that
say
we
the
had
recent one.
recently was less scuffed
Yeah.
than the first, but it was still fucking
Wait,
scuffed.
really? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it was really nice. There was because there was a cabin to retreat to.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
With a fireplace.
Like there was a
Holy
place. It had a
shit.
fireplace. And that was the way to heat the house.
Yeah.
You had to heat it with actual like wood, which was cool.
Yeah.
I remember going. It was like 7 a.m. I woke up, and I couldn't fall back asleep because Travis was snoring. So I go upstairs to the cabin, and it's freezing in the cabin, but everyone's asleep. So I warmed it up.
Oh,
and
that I remember. I thought I had a vivid dream of waking up and someone was stoking the fire again.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay, all right, that
And
was you.
I was just trying to get warm because it was so fucking cold. And then, I warmed up and I was like, oh, maybe I could sleep here. There was no room at all. Everyone was sleeping on the floor or on the couch. And then you guys were snoring really, really loud. And Schlatt was just half awake. He did not get any sleep.
Yeah,
That was fun, dude.
That was a fun
That was an awesome trip.
we
It
got
was
blasted.
out in
You
nature.
and
Yeah,
I.
we got fucked. We got absolutely
Remember
fucked.
the fucking chair caught fire?
Yeah.
fucking-
It rained because it was raining. That's why that was shit. And then we were drying all the fucking
Yeah,
chairs.
we were drying the chairs that were covered in water near the fire, and then it started to pour again, so we left. Then we went back out. The wind had carried one of the chairs into
Holy
the pit
fuck.
of
Oh
coal,
my
and it was literally
God.
on fire, and it was fucked. It was literally just stumps.
What
That's
are
sick.
What are we doing for New Year's? What's everyone doing?
I'm going home. I'm going to be
You're
home
going
for New
home.
Year's.
Click
I
party.
really wanted to go to New York.
A click party? Is that what you just said? Are you serious to go?
Wait,
to the
you're going to a
party?
click party?
I'm
What
ready to
are
have
you-
a New Year's party.
Are
every
you
year.
going on Musalk's fucking yacht?
They have a
On
yacht?
His mom's yacht.
Bruh.
Musalk's mom's
Bruh.
yacht, dude.
I'll fuck on it. It'd be funny. What if I sink it? Would that be funny?
That would be hilarious.
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be fucking
aren't
awesome.
yachts fucking expensive? Like 150 mil or something?
Yeah, it's
Bro,
fine.
it's Muselk, man. They're
It's his-
sponsored by KFC.
It's his mom's, dude.
KFC.
It's his mum.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fucking. Wait,
Coke,
holy fuck.
what is it? Coke Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Co-
sponsored
you
by-
got- got
yeah.
like- no, that's
Oh
not.
no, his mom is
his mom's
the CEO of Coke
CEO.
Australia. Yeah,
Which would
Fuck.
I don't know if that's public. Bleep that. Editor, censor
Yeah,
that.
just make sure it's public knowledge.
Whenever you
Yeah.
bleep our mouth, put Muselk's
It's-
wide neck.
Wait, just say it. Just say the word.
We'll say what word?
The word that would get bleeped.
No, I don't think I will.
No,
I don't think I
wanna risk
will.
it. I don't want to risk it.
fair enough.
Just bleep this word.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair. We can bleep that one.
you gotta bleep that word.
Yeah.
All
that
right,
could get
that's
bleeped.
fine.
Bro, we got heaps of content coming out on the Misfits channel soon.
We have a
You just
lot.
need to
dude.
edit it. Where's the editor? Shrub!
Strub is working on it. He's
Yeah, we got some
slaving
good
away.
editors.
Come on, bro.
He's slaving away in his cubicle.
During
He's
the
okay.
Christmas period too, so he's got some hard working
it's-
individuals.
It's Christmas. It's that time of the year. Everyone's chilling out at home.
No,
doing
they're
whatever.
not. My editor's working 10 hours
It's
a day,
been-
bro.
Yeah, well, if your editor's working 10 hours a day, I feel fucking sorry for
You
him.
should feel sorry for him.
Got like a fucking sweatshop, but for editing.
I left him there last night. I said, if you don't
Damn.
finish, not done this video by the end of the day, you have to sleep in the night. He slept there and he woke up this morning and kept working.
How much
Jesus.
do you pay him?
Not a lot.
Like 30 cents an hour?
He gets $5,000 a month.
Fuck,
That's not
Wait,
bad.
that's fucking heaps.
That's $1,000 a week.
Wait,
little
that's
over
fucking
an hour.
heaps.
That's heaps.
$1,000 a week's not a lot.
Yeah, sure it is.
Is it?
That's a bit much. Like,
I think that's a standard wage, right?
Maybe.
fuck, I don't
Paying
know.
some-
Maybe it's a little bit under that, but it's
I'm
about
not sure.
$5,000 a month.
That's heaps of money though. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's good. That's decent. That's good. You're paying him
Yeah,
well.
he does.
Yeah, you're paying him well.
That's another thing people don't realize. You fucking YouTubers need editors now.
Bro,
Yeah,
editing
I
fucking sucks.
I have a couple of editors now that are helping me out.
Do you have an
Only-
editor?
No, I can't, like, I need to put my own creative input into it. And that's my, like, autistic thing. I need to be like, nah, that it needs to be
Well, you
perfect
can do
right
that.
here.
You can fucking hand it off to someone.
Yeah, but then I end up doing more work than the actual editor.
Nah, I don't know.
No.
Without-
I have my editors do my subtitles, and instead of spending 8 hours myself writing out the subtitles and animating them, all I have to do is polish.
Yeah.
So it takes me from 8 hours of work to like 1 to 2. And so all I have to do, like work-wise, is film, and then cut it, and then send it, and then polish it, and then upload it. And it's so much easier for me now.
Well, our one is we hand him off footage and we go, cut this down, cut out anything you think we wouldn't want. And then he sends it to us and we give him timestamps of shit we want cut. And then we give him editing notes. Like, zoom here, put Pepe the Frog here, put My Name Jeff theme song here, and he'll do all that. Like our editor, it's like, if you tell him what to do, he'll do it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
good. And we all, myself and Max, and then we also have Scott who helps us with do stuff. You all met Scott. So like he'll cycle all through that, and he's here with us in the office now, so we can watch it and then tell him what to do, and he'll be able to do it.
That's an efficient way of doing
When
it.
when I went looking for editors, man, it was a very tumultuous process. I had to go through like 3, 4, 5 people. They all had the same cut of footage, and I wanted to compare how they would do their subtitles. For some reason, dude, most people do not understand how to do subtitles. Like, they don't get the comedic timing in it, or
Yeah,
or
that's
they,
another big thing.
you know, or they just do it completely wrong, or they're bad with animation, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And I was about to give up because I was like, this is fucked, and I'm not. What are you doing, Mace?
What? I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, nothing.
You're raising your eyebrows.
Yeah, because yeah.
All right. But anyways,
Go on.
yeah. Well, I have to. I did have an editor, and I was pretty frustrated, and I was working on a video on my own, and I got hit up by a guy who I used to know back in Minecraft from like 2013, 2014, friends that I used to play with. And he asked, hey, do you need any help? I'm looking for some work. And it turns out he's a video editor. And so we've been talking, and he's fucking smashing
It also helps when you edit as someone that you know and
Yeah.
you're friends with. That was another reason why we wanted to edit it here, because we're like, if he's hanging out with us, he'll pick up on the memes, he'll pick up on the jokes, and he'll pick up on the humor.
They
and
need
he'll
a
make
good
it-
sense of humor.
Yeah. All right, you guys take the floor. Come on, then. What
Yeah,
are you guys
come on,
going
what
to
do you-
talk
what do you have
about?
to say?
Yeah, come on. Been awfully quiet, Mason. Spit it out, mate.
Dude, there's no good games on the interwebs right now.
That's a fact.
That's
That's
not a
a
fact.
Halo just come out, and I think it's one of the shittest games of
It
all
sucks.
time.
No,
It feeds on nostalgia. It's an
Halo 3 is what I'm excited for. Not Reach. I want Halo 3 custom games. That shit was fun. That's the real nostalgia, and that's the real content. Let's bring
Nostalgia's
it back.
cringe.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be nostalgia. I mean, the reason why Minecraft got its second wave was partly from nostalgia.
Yeah, but it's not
that
an
shit-
old game. It's updated. It's whole
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not as big a fan of Halo Reach as I was a fan of Halo 3. I think there's just more replayability in Halo 3. And the custom games would be fun. It would be legit fun. I just can't be fucked. to install Halo Reach.
I think it's just a sign that we're all getting fucking old.
No,
We're getting
don't
old.
say
No,
that.
dude,
Don't
dude,
say that. We're
dude.
not old.
All it is changing the mediums and evolving with the time. Instead of playing Halo on your Xbox 360, instead play Boneworks on your Valve Index.
Web boomers. And that's yeah. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a
Fucking
Merry
autistic.
Hey, where are the Christmas decorations up in this bitch?
What the fuck?
They're right behind the shivers.
Oh yeah, my U2s isn't there, but U2s they're still on sale for the most part.
These
they?
suck.
If you haven't
No,
sold,
they don't
Bruh, what the
suck.
fuck? They're sick.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck is this?
That's
Oh no,
mad.
cunt. Let me snap his head off.
no, break it!
No!
Think of the paycheck.
No, that's Matt, dude. Rip Matt.
Yeah, when's he coming
Oh,
back?
dude.
Wait, did I snap?
Stop
you
it.
can't
Stop
use them as a
it.
hammer,
Stop.
Mason.
Quality control, it still holds up.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't
No,
use
stop,
Matt
you're
as a
snapping
hammer.
his neck.
No.
No.
No, not Matt.
You satanic cunt.
You just fucking killed Matt.
Oh.
He's got no body. No head.
When's Matt coming back?
Hopefully soon.
He should be back next year.
Does the head pop back in?
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Jesus. He should be back
as
early
if I'm gonna
next
finish
year.
this whole
Chad.
VB. What the fuck?
He's going to be going home for Christmas, and then he's going to be flying back out here.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
broken.
I'll have his head. I want to play with it.
This is my favorite one.
Okay. Oh, my God. What the fuck is this?
What happened to Matt, bro?
What happened to Mate?
Dude, hey, what'd it do?
VB Matt Longneck.
Matt went to Japan and never came back.
Just scoot him over there.
Edit in another PNG of the Matt.
For the people that are listening in audio,
I snapped Matt's head off, cunt.
yeah, he destroyed Matt's Christmas U2s, and he ripped the head off, and now his body and head are sitting
Merry
next to each
Christmas.
other.
Yeah, Merry Christmas,
Merry
Matt.
Christmas, you
Merry-
fuck with.
All right.
So what? You don't like playing Rust anymore, or what?
I just don't have the attention span ever since I got a nicotine addiction.
Maybe you should.
Now you have a jewel.
Really?
Now you can actually do it.
Yeah, I have
'Cause
noticed that.
Every time he was trying to record, he'd have to step out for like every
Yeah.
5 minutes for a cigarette. So he was not able to keep his attention.
Why don't you just smoke inside?
Because I get my fucking head beaten in.
Hey, mum don't know won't hurt her, mate.
She'll know.
True.
You can fucking smell that shit a mile away.
Tell her it's the fucking.
Or I could just
Air
not
freshener.
smoke ciggies.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
hit your
good. You got the
jewel.
jewel. When was the last time you had a cigarette?
2 days ago.
Alright, well,
Proper
it's
ciggies.
not bad.
Ciggies is bad, bro.
Cigs are bad, dude.
I still don't think I'm going to last longer than 3 years, even on this.
What do you mean last longer than 3 years?
Get lung cancer or some shit.
No, you're chilling,
Yeah,
dude.
you're chilling easily.
But just don't fucking smoke ciggies.
Yeah. Cigs are the things that are going to fuck your lungs up. It's propylene glycol and salt, Nick. You'll get a heavy nicotine addiction, but you won't be inhaling tar.
Car.
Tar.
I
Oh,
think I might-
tar. I
Not
was like,
car.
what the fuck?
I need
car?
a piss. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
How long
I
have
need
we
a
been
drink.
rolling
Short
for?
little intermission.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro. As if I'm gonna finish this whole VB.
Have you finished that? Jay has nearly finished his whole fucking VB. That is impressive. That is impressive. Holy shit. How the fuck have you nearly finished that? This is like nearly 2 liters, bro. It's 2
Is
liters.
this 2 liters of fucking VB?
This is like 2 liters of VB, cunt.
Do I have a problem?
750 mils.
That's not even a liter.
But still, it's practically a liter, cunt. You've drinking nearly a liter of VB. He's got a problem.
Do I have a problem? Welcome back.
Jay's got to be a 50-year-old alcoholic.
Welcome back to the Mason and Jay podcast.
Welcome back to the Mason J podcast. We're here. Me and Jay were actually planning to do some reaction videos together.
Yeah, we're gonna react to some shit.
Yeah, like Cody Cohen. What's the
Yeah.
Noel? Yeah,
that but funnier.
That but funnier. And if you guys want to see that, let us know because I'll get the setup going and we'll fucking react. Jay can come down Geelong for a bit,
I'll come down to Geelong and fucking do some reactions.
do some reaction vids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Mason, how you been, mate?
Oh yeah, not too bad. Just
How's-
fucking, yeah.
How's the wife, mate?
Yeah, she's a fucking bitch as
A
usual.
bit of a
mate.
fucking bitch. eh,
Yeah,
mate?
how's your wife, mate?
Yeah, a bit of a fucking bitch.
Yeah, you
mate.
know what? To be
What?
honest, I don't really like her.
You don't fucking like your wife? Why'd you marry her then?
Well, Because that pussy tight, you know.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
This is part for Patreon.
Bit of just an intermission segment.
Intermission, yeah.
That's a good bit to get back into.
No.
What?
No,
let me
I
read
definitely
it.
no. I don't
Let
think
me-
I will.
let me
I
read
definitely don't. What is this cancer?
Okay.
Shrek impression.
Let me see.
Listen.
Oh wait, let me see.
Order in the court.
All right. Yeah.
We're coming back. We've had our intermission.
Yeah, we haven't.
Donkey!
And now,
No.
Donkey!
welcome back to the.
What are you doing in my swamp? Donkey!
He does it better than me. I don't need to do it. Pass me this bottle.
Do it,
What
Chad.
the fuck is
Chad.
donkey?
I want a shot.
Guys, donkeys in my swamp!
Come on.
What's he doing there?
We need your Shrek impression, Chad. You need to show
He
everybody.
does it better than me.
Wait, you
Dude.
can do a Shrek impression?
That's pretty good. I used to do it at school. Everyone
do
loved
it.
it. You ready?
Yeah,
I've never heard it before.
Hey, this is my swamp donkey. Sucks.
Bro.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, that's all you get. I can hear you laughing, gay cunt. He loves it. He writes on the paper. He says, "Do your Shrek impression."
What other impressions can you guys
Oh,
do?
Shrek, was that you? Man, you got a wall and someone would crack one off. My mouth was open and everything.
Holy
Believe me, donkey, if it was me, you'd be dead. It's brimstone. We must be getting
You
there.
seen Lil Pump get bit by a snake?
No.
I
Yes,
did,
I have in the
yeah.
music video.
I got bit by a snake.
I pour a shot now. I did the horrible Shrek impression.
I'll vomit if I have a shot, dude.
All right, then you won't have a shot.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I will probably as
Come
well.
on, Mason.
I will actually vomit.
This
Yeah,
mate will
fucking
I'm
actually
doing. I'll
vomit,
do it
mate.
with Chad.
Listen here, mate.
Come on, Jay. Do a
Bro,
shot.
I fucking finished my VB, cunt. Like, no.
What are you doing?
What are you doing,
What are you
cunt?
doing?
Show waste
All right,
drink.
this is
Go
a
on,
mess.
do one
This is
shot.
a
Come on,
mess.
man.
All right, pour one then.
Pour one for Jay. Come on, Macy. You won't throw up. You
No,
don't
no,
fuck
no,
all.
Mason, mate. Like, I'm actually surprisingly sober. That's fucking heaps. Pour one, but yeah, that's a good one. That's
do
a
I
good
do
one.
a shot?
Yeah,
No,
pour
you
one.
shouldn't. You
Come
shouldn't.
on.
No, you shouldn't. If you're gonna munt, you shouldn't.
Nah, give
There's
me a
gonna
shot.
be
All right,
so
just
many
don't,
cuts.
Just don't throw up. Get the vomit bag.
I'm
for
trying
him.
to get to
I
a
got
point
it.
where we can just cut to this point, and it's like
All right.
we're starting.
Where's the vomit bag?
We
You're
need
not
10
gonna
minutes.
throw up.
All right. No, you'll be fine, Mason.
Nah, I don't
Be
reckon
good.
I
Just
will.
don't
I might
throw up.
vomit.
You're not going to throw up. No, you're not going to throw up. It's there, though.
Chad, I might vomit.
You
No,
won't.
you're
You'll
fine,
be
you're fine.
fine, Mace.
Hype yourself up.
All right.
Hype yourself up for it.
Yeah.
Woo! Get this fucking shot in, you cunt!
Yeah, for the boys.
Episode 69.
Ah, that's fucking yuck!
Yeah, Black Label.
Down it, boys.
No,
Down
wait.
it. Easy.
Ah, that's really smooth.
Yeah. You're fine, Mason. You're fine.
I didn't need the bag.
Smooth. What else has happened?
Yeah, man, that's a good question.
Yeah, we're
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
My
boys.
brain is currently egg and leg.
I'm doing my best here. What's a new topic? Come on. New topic. New topic.
Where do you usually? How do you come up with all these inside jokes? I've never had.
Yeah, that's
I've
a
never
good
had
question.
so many inside jokes
Honestly?
provided to me than by Chad.
How long did you hang out with How to Basic for?
Dude, it was like a day. Do you remember when we took that fucking picture?
We have a cursed photo. It's
We have a
you
cursed photo. It's me, Dull and Dark, How to Basic, Colossal is Crazy.
Before face
shit.
reveal.
Yeah, and it was all of us, just our faces. Got a picture. I think it's on Max's phone and
Yeah.
and How to Basic.
We're
has
going to print
too.
it out and put it in the office somewhere, I think.
BB's done. Whole
Yeah,
BB.
be careful. It was
You drank the whole VB.
I haven't
was
touched
sick.
mine.
How to Basic's a really nice guy. Very weird,
Well,
but very
it
nice.
literally starts with something like that. Like, someone will say something just fucking completely ludicrous. Like, the one at the office at the moment is pretty fucking bad, so I'm not going to repeat it. But, like,
Well, what is it? Well, bleep. Oh, that one.
yeah, yeah.
That's it's a bit fucked.
Yeah, that is fucked. And no one will know it's not fucked unless they
Stay
understand
on
it's
the
an inside
backstories.
joke.
The inside joke came from. Honestly, I don't even fucking know, but it was like, and at one point Shane Dawson said it, and then we're talking. Yeah, so now we're just repeating it, and then shit like leg, like so. I
Yeah,
don't
leg,
fucking know.
egg, bread,
Greg.
leg,
I can't
egg,
explain
Greg,
it because like
grog, groggy, groogy.
50% of them come from How to Basic. The other 30% come from Max, and then occasionally I'll say something so fucking retarded they'll repeat it to piss me off to the point where it becomes like a meme.
I carry a lot of those inside jokes with me when I go back home, and it starts to
Honestly.
infect my friend group.
Well, yeah, as well as that, I'll say it around people, and I'm like, what the fuck? I remember the first time I was like, I was fucked, and I saw you guys, I'm like, leg. And you're like, what is this
Do
fucking
you hear a bird?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's outside the window. It's got a little nest.
You're a fucking
Weird observation, Mason.
He's chirping.
He's just making sure it wasn't a bird in his head.
I
I have a bird on my. Do you have a bird on your head? Do
Yeah, his name's Jeff.
you know the bird on head meme?
Yeah, I know the bird on head.
Oh yeah, the bird on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. What's
That's
a bird?
another just inside meme, like
Yeah,
bird on
inside-
head, and it's
yeah.
made into a video, and it's just like we saw something stupid, we're like bird on head. I have a bird on my head.
Inside jokes are funny as I reckon inside jokes, if you're a part of the inside joke, are more funny than normal jokes.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, that was the chef meme as well. It was an inside joke until it was explained.
I watched Chef. I watched Chef last week. I
Why?
actually watched it.
Why?
It was on Netflix.
What are your thoughts on the movie Chef?
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was
What
pretty
is
decent.
Chef?
It's a movie about his son.
They make
and-
Cubanos and shit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure at
Cubanos.
one point John Favreau goes,
You reckon he said that?
don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Mm.
I haven't seen the movie, so I wouldn't know.
It's a really good movie.
Bleep that. Editor, bleep what I
Yeah,
just said.
no worries. We will.
What sort of movies have you got? What's your favorite movies, guys? Yeah, have you got a favorite movie?
Shaun of the Dead.
Finding Nemo.
Interstellar.
Shawshank Redemption.
It's a weird variety.
Yeah, that's actually kind of
Yeah.
weird. We got some comment. Wait, I can't remember what anyone said.
Shaun of the
Shaun of
Dead.
the Dead.
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo. Interstellar, and then
And mine was Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, we got a lot of variety in there.
lot of variety,
Finding
yeah.
Nemo, huh?
Yeah, like Dory and Nemo and
Can you relate to the character Dory?
Dory.
Can you relate to the character?
Yeah, Ellen.
That's my whale call.
Yeah? What are you saying? Translate for us. What are you guys putting in the water in this place?
Alcohol.
Dory's retarded.
Yeah.
Is Dory actually
Dory is
retarded?
actually
Yeah.
Got like a
classified
mental
as a
retardation.
retard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short-term memory.
Say it's Ellen's retarded too, so you know.
Is she?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought she was just a lesbian.
Who,
No,
Alan?
oh my god! I was gonna say she's a woman, but all right.
Alan
It's
DeGenerate.
the same thing.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Cut that. I didn't call Alan a degenerate, but Alan is degenerous.
Yes. Dude, truer words have never been spoken
So
here.
true. Love or hate him. He's spitting
Well,
facts.
yeah, spitting straight facts. Fax machine over here.
You can tell a lot about
Here,
a man
give that
by
to me.
his fucking movie
Why do you keep
preference.
fucking bringing this
What
piece
are these
of paper?
notes?
I get it. Fitz isn't here, man. You need a finish with drug story. From Fitz. P.S. Happy 69. Thanks, Fitz. What drug story?
Do you have any drug stories?
Do you have any-
Me?
Yeah, chuck the paper away so it doesn't look like this is scripted.
I haven't come out and said what drugs I have done, but
What drugs have you done?
Considering
Just
I'm
call
here,
it a different word. Call it a different
no,
word.
I'll be honest here because this is the place
okay.
to talk about drugs, I guess.
Fair enough.
Is it?
I've only done 2 drugs in my life.
What do you
Three.
4, 6,
Six.
26.
excluding caffeine and nicotine.
Okay, I've drank.
Yeah.
I've smoked weed.
Alcohol, marijuana,
I've done DMT.
DMT.
You've done DMT?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Fuck, I want to know about that.
I'll tell you about my experience
so
with it. And I did shrooms when I was really young,
Shrooms.
but I can't really play on that because I fell asleep after taking them.
You told me about this.
And I've done a lot of coke.
Cocaine.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Out
don't,
of all of those, which one would you recommend to other people?
none.
Good.
Smart. That's
Everyone,
Very good.
everyone reacts differently to drugs, I believe. Some people, I'm a really good drunk, and I'll take that to the grave with me. I'm pretty good with coke. Obviously, I don't do it recreationally on the go, but if it's there, I'll take it. I did that at the Misfits party. in
We
LA,
won't
yeah.
talk about... Yeah, fucking...
Oh, we
yeah,
might as well-
DMT story, Paul.
I don't know, dude. I mean, you could talk about the coke thing in the Misfits party because
Can we?
for the context, we didn't fucking supply it. We didn't know
this
what was
is- this
going
is what
on.
happened.
That's
This is what
like
happened.
fucking
There were- it
illegal.
was-
That
Dude.
party was fucked.
Dude, it was a giant fucking house, and there was like 300 people there.
Oh, at the Twitch
Yeah,
con.
the
Yeah.
Twitch party.
Yeah.
No,
Not
not
that party.
not
Yeah.
PAX.
I was
There
like,
was
what
no
the
there was
fuck?
no cocaine at
a lot
the
of
PAX
weed.
party. A lot of weed, but not a lot,
never
no
mind.
coke.
Okay, so here's the story with that.
Yeah,
I rocked up to the Misfits party in San Francisco?
San Diego.
San Diego, sorry.
This is for TwitchCon.
Yeah, this is for TwitchCon, and everyone was there. This was the party that everyone was talking about the day after.
Yeah.
You missed out because you were at home
I
playing
fucking
Fortnite.
can't. Like,
Well,
that's-
his
yeah.
parents were in town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And you didn't have ID because you're not 21, but next year we'll make up for it.
Next year, we're going Vegas.
Vegas, and we get to this fucking party. I'm already blitzed because I just came from the Twitch party. I know we've been talking shit about Twitch, but they can know how to throw a party. Logic
yeah,
was there,
sure.
Really?
everything. Yeah,
Fuck.
it was awesome. I got fucking blasted. I got to this party already blasted, and I remember 4 people showed up, 2 couples, and they looked like not out of place, but they looked really well dressed, like really nice.
Right.
And they walked in, and I can't remember who they said it to, but they said, we have cocaine, and they went upstairs to another room. They were all doing cocaine and drinking. And I walked in on the room, I'm like, this is my room, because I walked in on doing cocaine. I'm like, I'm here. And the 2 couples explained they just lived up the road. They saw there was a party happening. So they showed up with grog and coke. That was it. They weren't bad people. They didn't bring any bad vibes, didn't do anything. So we did coke, and I went downstairs and I said, who hasn't done coke before? Put your hands up. And they put their hands up, and I was like, I've personally tested it myself. I'm still alive. Who wants to try it? A few people tried it for the first time.
Wow.
A few people did it for the second time. I'm not going to say who.
Yeah.
And we did a bit of coke, and they were nice. We shook hands. They left. And I was fucked out of my mind. And I remember... I remember that night I had Adderall, edibles.
That's
I
really
had smoking
fucking
weed.
bad,
I'd been
Chad.
drinking. I'd done coke, and this is the last time I'll ever do something crazy like this. I don't know why I went so wild. And there's footage of me, and it's in one of my vlog. Anything for views? Google it. You go to the YouTube channel, and it's me sitting in this $1 million mansion on one of the chairs. Everyone around me. And I was thinking to myself as the sun was coming up, I'm like, this is how people die. Like, I was literally like, I could have died that night. I did coke that I didn't know who it was from. I had edibles. I drank.
Bit of a relapse.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're that fucked, do you understand? Like, because whenever I've tried like weed, I know it's like, oh fuck, it's weed, it's not that bad, but like I get really, really terrible anxiety.
Oh no, dude.
What's it
that's
like on
completely
something like
understandable.
that, where you're on just a cocktail of absolute, like,
I
just,
felt like because I hadn't drank or done anything in a couple of hours. Obviously, I was in the come down stage. And
Yeah.
I felt like literal shit. Like I was literally like my heart was racing. Like
Yeah,
my
I can
body was
imagine.
sore, and like I never felt like I felt hungover and high at the same time. Like I can't
sounds
explain it.
terrifying
It
to me.
sucked.
Cocaine is one of those drugs I'll never touch.
Yeah.
I have a very strict no pills and no powders
Yeah.
policy for
Coke's
drugs.
fucked, but I think like, I mean, like I just take pride in the fact that I'm really good at doing narcotics. So like.
All right, it's something
Like-
to be prideful about, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, but obviously I went a bit overboard that night. I didn't hurt myself, and I realized very
Sure.
quickly that this is not what I'm meant to be doing. Like, I wasn't so fucked where I was like, I'm gonna keep doing this. I got to a point where I was like, this can kill you.
Right.
Like
Really? You were actually thinking that in your
I
head.
had that thought while I was
Wow.
fucked. So I remember for the last 2 hours, I felt like shit, and I was drinking water, but I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
die, obviously.
sure.
But I was sitting there like, if I was retarded and I kept doing coke and I
Yeah.
kept drinking
Yeah,
and I
you-
didn't
you
stop
could have had a
myself, like
heart
that's
attack.
how people die.
so you still had self control at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's
Fuck, that's
important.
impressive.
It's very important.
So that's the last time I've done coke, and I think to this day that will probably be the last time I do coke.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, unless never know. But I don't go out of my way to like do coke. I don't go out of my way to be like, I want to get coke.
Yeah,
But if it's there, I'll be like, I've never paid for coke, so
Well, that's good.
insane.
yeah. And then DMT.
Yeah.
I want to know
well,
about DMT.
Let's talk about your DMT experience.
I can't.
How was that? I remember you ended up getting it,
Sorry.
and you had told
good,
me
mate.
you had told me that your plan was to take DMT, put on World of Warcraft music, and then
That's
enter
the
see if
smartest
I,
fucking
and see if I
thing.
get an Azeroth.
Yeah.
Because I
Please tell me
I
it
don't,
worked.
It kind of worked, but didn't. But I always don't want to. I never want to do acid or mushrooms or anything like that. I won't say I've done mushrooms because I fell asleep on it. I had a weird dream, but that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think I even took that much. But I never want to lock myself into a contract with like a drug that's going to alter my perception of reality.
Yeah, it does after like 12 hours.
Yeah,
It's
and
pretty rough.
I just think my brain wouldn't be able to take it. So
Yeah.
I was like, I want to experience a different reality, and DMT is very short lived. It's a 2 minute to 5 minute to 10 whatever trip.
It's about 5 to 15.
My breakthrough was about 5, and to this day I would say it's not even a full breakthrough, but I did enough, and I remember I put on my first time was probably one of my best. I put on Baron's music.
Yeah.
And we had a vape, and I hit this vape like a heap, and I remember just slowly transitioning to it. And it's weird to explain DMT because, like I said, drugs are different for everybody. You can never have the same experience as someone else on drugs.
That's so interesting.
Other people's bodies react differently. Some people are bad at smoking weed, and it fucks them up. Same with alcohol. I've seen alcohol ruin people's lives. For me, DMT was the easiest thing I've ever done. I remember going to this place that I can't explain. I was in like some weird fucking oasis with domus flying around, and like there was this Slender Man character that was hovering around me, but he was friendly. And I remember just sitting on the couch, and I remember not losing like reality. Like I could see myself and touch myself.
Yeah.
And like, but it was like safe, and I did it. I think I've done it like 10 times in total.
You've done DMT 10 times.
Yeah, well, I did it 3 times the first night.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's very short-lived.
Do you not like build a tolerance to that? I feel
You
like
do,
after the
you do,
first
you
time,
build an immediate tolerance.
Yeah. So the second time I did it, I had to do a lot
to
get the same effect. And then the third time it was a lot, like to the point where I was coughing because of it, which was really sucked because when you're going into like a fucking different reality and you're coughing, it's real bad. So
machine elves don't like it when you cough. It's rude.
The what don't?
The machine elves.
The machine elves.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to that point? Like
I got to a real fucked point where we did it outside, and I was like looking up to the stars, and I got like sucked up into space. But I kind of just, and I remember I was floating around in space, and like this is the audio listeners can't see this, but this was like a planet, and I could see it.
He's holding up a Canadian club.
I could see the planet, and I could touch it, but it was also, it was this close to me, but it was also 100 miles away from me. It was really weird and hard to explain, but each time I did it was like 2 weeks apart because I had it, and every time I'd get bored, I'm like, I'm gonna do DMT because like it doesn't fuck with me too much. And I like to this day I don't believe in anything spiritual. Like DMT takes you to another universe, but it does fuck you up.
Yeah, that's something that's always interested me, is like drugs like DMT, mushrooms and all that. It's always been like a super big interest of mine because I'm really fascinated with this like alternate reality type thing.
Yeah.
But it's something I'd also never touch, which is a weird
acid?
thing. No, like it's a weird fascination that I've got where I'm like,
wait, you didn't do acid with them?
I didn't do acid.
No, he didn't.
Because
He trips at.
I've got a really, really fucking big phobia of just like not being in control.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
That just messes with me big time.
On acid, you're more or less on control, in control. And if you were to do it, man, you'd want to start off on a really low dose.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, there's a very manageable dosage, but obviously, it's all at your discretion. It's all at everybody's discretion. You know, the only thing that, you know, I talk about drugs a lot. We talk about drugs a lot, and I think more so the reason I do it is to advocate drug safety and also to stop the stigma.
Very true.
There's a lot of drugs where there's just so much propaganda and misinformation around them, where people that, you know, that want to know the truth can't easily access it. And so that when they do eventually find themselves in a position where they're able to try the drug and they're curious enough to try it, they don't know the dosage, they don't know what it'll actually do.
Scary.
You know, they don't know about their family history and whether or not it'll affect them. And people need to take those kinds of things into account before they actually go ahead and experiment with these substances that can alter their perception of reality.
I think the encouragement of don't do drugs is really bad because
if
someone wants
you don't
to
demonize it.
It should be if you want to do drugs, because if someone wants to do drugs, they're going to find a way to do it.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
The encouragement shouldn't be saying to people, don't do drugs, they're evil. It should be doing, okay, if you want to do drugs, you're going to do them. There's no way I can fucking stop you. But encourage safe use.
Here's how to do it safely. Here's how to measure dosage. Here's how to test whether or not what you're consuming is actually what you intend to consume.
I remember how I got in touch with DMT the first time. I'm not going to say how, but I just found myself with DMT. I'm like, I'm not going to throw this in the bin.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I kind of want to try it. And
You had a bag of DMT. Like
how I got the bag of DMT is unrelated.
It was a big old bag.
Big old bag.
It was freebase.
But it wasn't like I went out of my way to get DMT. I just had possession of it.
Yeah,
somehow.
sure.
Yeah, my polar opposite perspective is that I was always told that drugs are bad, like stay away from drugs and all that. And that stuck with me rather than like, because for some people when they're told drugs are bad, don't do drugs, they do immediately like, I want to do drugs and I want to see how bad.
I want to rebel against the machine, man.
So like my perspective is that I stuck with that and didn't want to do that. And
I got DMT in my possession. I was like, I kind of want to do it because I looked up a few videos of people doing and explaining it.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this seems interesting. But before I did it, I went and asked my therapist, like, can I do DMT? And she was like, make sure you guys don't have any sort of psychosis buried in your family. Like, go see the doctor. And I asked my mom and dad, I'm like, do we have any sort of psychosis or dementia or anything in a family? And I asked my grandparents, like, no, we don't. And I was like, well, the most part, genetic-wise, I'm pretty safe to do drugs. I went and saw my doctor. My doctor said, listen, if you want to, you can. This is how you can do it, but I don't recommend you do it.
Sure.
There's not enough research. I'm not going to fucking just take research off Google. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a PhD. My doctor's exact words were, if you want to do it, I can't stop you, but if you're going to do it, this is how you do it. And he was like, make sure you're in a good environment, make sure with people that you trust.
Well, that's a very good doctor.
Yeah, that's a very fucking good doctor.
Very good doctor. You know, well, that's really how it should be. You know, because the first, you know, you grow up in high school and you know, your parents, your teachers, everybody around you is telling you, don't smoke pot, don't do any drugs, it'll ruin your life. You'll become you'll suck dick on the street for money.
You get a dick in your mouth while you're sleeping.
You get a dick in your mouth while you're sleeping. And then you know, you go off to college. You go off to college away from, you know, your family and your teachers and whatever, and you know, someone passes you a joint and you smoke it because peer pressure or whatever, and then you're like, oh, well, this is great. This isn't even that bad. Well, I wonder what else the adults were lying to me about.
Yeah.
And then you do coke, and you know, then your life gets all fucked up.
I feel like anything can ruin your life, like even down to just fucking painkillers. Even
painkillers
are the most
painkillers
fucking,
especially, dude. You know, people get hooked on painkillers because they get their fucking wisdom teeth taken out, or they have a spine cord injury, or they break their arm, they break their legs, and then they need to take painkillers. And it's fucking opiates. Yeah. And then, you know, they get hooked on the opiates, and then soon enough, you know, the prescription they have isn't enough for them, and so they start doing heroin. Yeah. You know, they pick up heroin, and then heroin's not enough, and you know, it's just a slippery slope from there.
Everyone is different, and just knowing what you can take and what your body can take is, if you're gonna do it, like, just fucking look into it. Like, even if it is just
do research, man. Don't be a retard.
Just go see a doctor.
You know, too many people die of overdoses. Too many people die preventable deaths. Little Peep. You know, all he had to do was fucking test it. All he had to do was test his antics.
Well, that was another thing with the DMT. We got a drug at home. You get them at the chemist for $5.
You get a reagent kit, and you test to make sure that the thing that you're consuming is chemically what you're supposed to be consuming. Yeah. Because you're getting it from drug dealers. You're not buying it from a pharmacy.
Yeah, it's sketchy as fuck.
Well, which is why you have to test it.
Test
which is why you have to verify it. Guys,
you
know, don't be stupid.
Don't be dumb.
I was dumb that night. I did coke from a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see them do it first?
Yeah, I saw them do it first.
Right,
like,
well then,
it was like,
you know.
but still, that's not a fucking safe thing to do. Like,
No,
I'm sure.
you know,
who got drugged off the fan that died? What was his name? Little Peep?
What?
Mac Miller?
Mac Miller?
Didn't he get some, like,
who got drugs off a fan and died?
I'm not sure. It could have been somebody. It might have been. I think it was Peep.
It was Peep.
I think it was
Peep.
Peep.
I didn't know Peep was
I don't know,
dead
dude.
until
I mean,
while
a
ago.
lot of artists fucking die drug overdose. You know, especially hip hop, all that shit. You know, Peep, Juice WRLD. You know, all.
Just
that
go buy
stuff.
a drug test from the chemist and run it and do your research. Like, don't be so quick to be like, I have it now, I must do it now. No way.
Exactly.
Test your drugs. Don't be dumb. Enjoy your trip. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Can we get that in a
I'll
quote?
drink to
Cheers to that.
boys.
Egg.
Greg.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly, too.
Take drugs responsibly, and rate this podcast 5 stars on iTunes responsibly.
Everything should be done
I think
in moderation.
We'll about wrap it up here. Thank you very much, Chad, for coming on the
thank
podcast.
you so much for coming.
Telling us about your stories, telling us your experiences, talking about Twitch.
Hey, man, maybe next time Fitz will show up.
And hopefully so. We'll have you on again, definitely.
Yeah,
Chad.
I'm down.
Absolutely.
As a full family, when Matt's back,
It was a fun time.
it'll
Very fun time.
be a nice groggy session. We'll get all fucked up. Probably for New Year's.
I'm down.
Alrighty.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank
so
you, everybody, for watching.
Where are the cameras?
That is the Misfits Podcast. All right. I'll see you later. Everyone say bye. Oh, wait, go for a kiss. Oh, there you go.
You
Oh,
kissed
how
me on the
cute.
lips if there was no camera.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks
Later,
for
guys.
watching.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Fuck you, cunts. Shit dogs.
What the fuck?
Delete all the footage.